Here we go. It's coming. It's coming. Doot, doot. And here we go. Sometimes it likes to stall out on us. All right, Sal, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I'm ready. I'm ready.
I'm ready. I'm ready. All right, buddy. Let's jump in. Welcome to Just Curious Media. This is Let's Talk Cobrakai. I'm Jason Connell.
And I'm Sal Rodriguez.
All right, Sal. We are back for a super short, kind of a fun preview episode.
Yeah, preview. We don't. Do we do a lot of previews like this?
Lately, we've done a few.
Okay, I
When
like
we
it.
have something coming out that's unorthodox or you're not on it, for instance, we like to do a little preview to set the stage.
Yeah. There are times due to look. This was my idea, Jason, and for our listeners, I want everybody to know it was my idea to bow out sometimes because I'm a big believer in the whole too many cooks spoil
Cooks
the
in the kitchen.
broth.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I also believe that one person can interview two people, but I don't like two people interviewing one person.
Yeah.
So the way that we've been doing all of our interviews, or anytime we have a third party on, it's usually going to be Jason. And that was my idea. Jason agreed, and so we're doing it. And I think they sound great. Thank
you. It is easier logistically. It just is with our time, not only a time difference, it's just sometimes someone's available at X time and I have the option to record it in a quieter studio during the day.
Sure.
And then you're limited. Now, we did do it successfully with Jason Kersey back.
We did. That was the one. See, that's how special that episode is. That it was all three of us.
It was fun. Yeah. And ironically, or coincidentally, that was a Superfan episode, Patreon Superfan. Well, this preview today is Patreon's Superfans preview. Wow. Because, Sal, I went and spoke to 3 of our Patreon superfans, recorded them all. They're going to go out, boom, boom, boom. And this just is a little bit of a setup for what's coming. Because this was back in June 24th. It was back in June, but it was June 24th, 2022. And I kind of scheduled a day where it was like back to back to back. It was so fun to finally see them because we were doing video. It didn't go YouTube live. It was more recording, and I can then post it on the channel when they're ready. And it was great. And I spoke to Adam Ulrich. Fantastic. He was first in the shoot. Then there was Brian Rumfola and Lindsay Bebo, who was the first ever Patreon, mind you. But yeah, old school.
Wow.
But they were all so fantastic, all in different parts of the country, had a great discussion. And just to kind of set the stage in the timeline, it was recorded after you and I did the next Karate Kid trailer. But before we did the On Location episode and the next Karate Kid. So you'll hear me in the episode saying, hey, we just dropped that trailer, or, we're going to do this On Location episode soon, the next Karate Kid soon. So now you kind of understand where that was in space and time, and also talked about this upcoming season. Yeah. So these are going to come out before season 5, launches from Netflix.
Yeah, there will be times that we record things, but then we have to be particular on how we release them, when we release them, the order of things. We may have to, due to just the calendar, release something ahead of something else that maybe we wanted to release after something else, but that's just how things work out.
Yeah. I found an interview I did the other day, 10 years ago. I just released it. No, I'm just kidding.
With a Patreon from 10 years ago.
This is analog. How am I going to do that? No.
By the way, I think it's really cool that we're having these Patreons on the show. Yes. Do other shows do that? If I'm a Patreon for another show, can I get on their show? I think that's cool.
Yeah, it's a gateway to get on the show.
I think it's great. Ticket.
No, and we don't do it because we're asked. Jason was the first one, and I thought, well, and I knew that he was, practicing martial arts, and I knew he had that gi from the Karate Kid.
Nice.
So I was like, there's a lot of things here to kind of make it special. We've always done fan appreciation episodes.
Yes,
we're probably overdue. And this is a way to kind of do it more up close and personal. And I loved it. That day was fantastic. I mean, when you get into these conversations, it's really just you're sharing that fandom. You probably have other things in common, which I was recognizing. If it's not, sports and football, other shows, movies, there's we're kind of similar people, similar beings. And it was just a ton of fun. And Sal will probably do more. There could be some that you do without me, and I may even drag you in to do another 3-person episode.
Yeah. I'm not against it. I'm just like I guess apprehensive is the word.
Yeah. You could just sit there.
Yeah. I'll just like.
Every once in a while, I'll throw you a bone. But,
well, I remember you and Jason Kersey started going off on football.
Yeah, hell.
And I got nothing against football, but I'm sitting there like,
Well, he was a reporter for The Athletic. He covered the Oklahoma Sooners, so there was a lot of tie-ins for that episode. I was like, oh yeah, we got to bring Sal back in. Hang on a second. Anyway, so that's what's coming. Super excited. I just wanted to have a little, set the stage episode with you as these start coming out before season 5 of Cobra Kai.
And these will be genuine live reacts. I have not heard these. That's Jason doesn't let me get a sneak preview of anything before he releases it. We record something, and then I hear it when you guys hear it. So right. I don't have any sneak previews. I look forward to hearing these interviews with Adam, Brian, and Lindsay.
Awesome. Well, so I hope everyone else does as well. I know I do. I know they were fantastic, mainly because of them. They brought so much energy and aloveness. And Sal, it's kind of emotional because they really do sing our praises. And it was like, I didn't have them on to do that. And it really touched me. And I know it's going to touch you too.
It was only recently, probably within the last decade, where I was able to accept accolades and praise.
Yeah.
Really, it's something you have to be willing and able to receive. And for a long time, I was not able. I had to cross this threshold. Now I can receive that.
Now you want it.
In other words, I can receive love now, is what I do.
There you go. That's good. Well, Sal, why don't you take us out in style as you always do?
No mercy.
Great job.